Catherine.
Hi, Alesha.
Thanks for coming back today.
Um,
So, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I had an okay week.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was pretty good. So I did what we talked about last week, about walking my kids to school. I didn't go all the way. I did get a block away like we talked about. And I feel like that was hard. But I feel like it was good for me to kind of get that far along.
Okay, good. What were the thoughts that were going through your head as you got closer to the school?
I just kept thinking about all those other moms that I saw that day. I had my panic attack. I just kept thinking about how put together they seem, how they've got their kids in order, and I think just this fear kind of overcame me. I was glad when I got to the block away and I could just let them keep going. I didn't have to confront that just yet.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about that first panic attack you had
Yeah.
at the school, which is why you're here, because you're having some difficulty with taking your kids to school. So, what was going through your head when you had that panic attack besides thinking about the other parents? Were there anything?
Yeah, it was just, I don't exactly know what it was. There was a lot of people there at one time. It was like parent-teacher conferences, and so there was a lot of parents, a lot of children, a lot of commotion going on. And I was really nervous kind of about what the teacher was going to say to me about my little girl. I knew she'd kind of been acting out in class, and I was feeling like I could be judged by these other moms and dads, and I just kind of started panicking a little bit. My chest got tight, and I was breathing heavily, and I had to kind of go to the bathroom because I was going to have an outburst in front of everybody, and it was really embarrassing for me.
Okay. What do you think they were judging you about, the other parents?
Just the fact that, my kid wasn't doing what she was supposed to in class. She's kind of a little ADHD. She's outspoken, does what she wants to do in the middle of class, and I knew the teacher was going to talk to me about that, and so I felt like they were judging me on that.
Okay. Do you think the other parents know what's going on with little Joshy?
I don't know. I feel like things probably get home. You always knew, like, oh, that kid's the class clown, or that one doesn't, do what they're supposed to do in class. So maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like maybe you're thinking that the other parents will judge you based on your child's behavior, even though they're not in class with your child, so they couldn't really know.
Yeah.
But it's making you feel a little anxious when you're around other parents.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I have that right.
Yeah, that feels right. I do feel like I'm nervous about what they'll think about me, just who I am as a parent and a mom, if I can't really keep her from having outbursts in class.
How do you think another mom would handle an outburst in class that would make them a better mom than you?
That's a good question, because I do feel like I'm trying really hard. I feel like we talk about it afterwards, and we kind of go through better ways for her to handle herself in the classroom instead of having an outburst. And teachers and counselors at school have been really helpful. So I kind of feel like I'm doing what every other parent would do. I do feel like I'm trying.
Well, that's great. I love to hear you say that.
Thanks.
So you're trying. You're doing what every other parent would do in the same situation.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're kind of giving yourself a little slack.
Yeah.
You're doing the best you can.
Yeah, I'm probably not giving myself enough credit because I just don't see the results yet. I do want to see the results.
It always takes time.
Yeah, it does. That's very true.
So, getting back to your homework. You got a block away from the school and you dropped your kids off.
Yeah.
You weren't able to go that extra block, but how would you say you felt on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you didn't want to do it at all, you wanted to just stay home, and 10 being, I could have gone that extra block and dropped them off?
I think I felt about a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
Because I do feel guilt letting them walk to school by themselves. I know, my oldest is 8, my youngest is 5. So, and we live in a safe neighborhood. We know the neighbors. I trust them and the people around us for them to be safe at school, to get there safely. But I do feel guilt because I do know, even though the oldest is 8, that's still pretty young. And so I want to be there for them. And every other parent drops their kids off. So I want to do that. So that, I feel like, is a big motivating factor for me. But the closer I get, when I start to see it in the distance, I think about all those parents watching me as I started to panic, and I feel nervous inside.
Yeah, I can see how that would be hard.
Yeah.
Well, for next week, I want to do a new homework assignment.
Okay.
But first, I want you to visualize.
Okay.
Imagine you are walking your kids to school,
Okay.
and you get past that one block.
Yeah.
You walk them all the way up to the school and up the steps, past all the other parents and all the other kids. You drop them off at class.
Yeah.
And then you walk back out.
Mm-hmm.
You walk the 3 blocks back home. You get in your house, and no panic attack. Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
What do you think that would feel like for you if you
Um,
were able to successfully do that?
Yeah. I mean, I'd feel really excited by the end once I got back home. When you're talking about going up the stairs to the doors, that really scares me. I feel like I could get them to the stairs, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe next week get them to the stairs, or at least the fence,
Okay.
and let them go through. But I feel like going up the stairs and into the hallway feels really scary right now.
Okay. So we've identified the point when you start to feel anxious and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
How do you think your kids feel not having you be able to take them to school right now recently?
Yeah, they've been wondering what's going on, and I didn't want to tell them because Mommy had a panic attack in the middle of school. I don't want them to be embarrassed by that, but they have said, like, why aren't you walking me to school? And one of them had a project due the other day, and they needed help carrying it, and so I just was like, oh, let your older brother carry it for you, and I know that. I know they felt a little hurt by that. And so, yeah, I feel like they're a little disappointed even though they don't know what's going on.
Okay. Identified a little disappointment, some guilt,
Yeah.
and where your anxiety comes from when it starts to happen. So, I know you were telling me that there's a mommy career day at the end of the semester.
Yeah.
And that's our goal, for you to be able to make it there, speak in front of the other mommies and daddies and the children. I know that's difficult to think about right now.
Yeah, but I've got to go. She would be really disappointed if I didn't make it.
Okay.
So, and I don't want her to know this has been a struggle. So I would love to be able to get up there and act just how she would want me to act up there. So that is the goal.
Okay, that's our end goal. So for next week, let's try and make it up to the school. Maybe not up the steps and into the classroom, but just in front of the school, drop them off, give them a kiss goodbye, make it back home, maybe wave to a parent.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the greeting the parents as we pass and seeing them in their cars, but I think I can get them at least to the gate.
Okay.
So they can walk up themselves. And that would make me feel better, safety-wise, just knowing that they got in the building.
And you get to see and visualize that.
They get to see them. They get to feel like Mommy was there for them and supported them. It'll be a little scary to see other parents, but hopefully it'll just be from a distance.
Yes.
They'll be in the carpool line. Just walk past them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great. Can you tell me anything positive that happened this week?
Yeah, it was other than the school thing, it's been a really good week. I do feel like Joshie is doing better in school. I feel like she's done a good job talking about her feelings, and so that was really exciting for me that she's making a little progress.
Good.
Yeah. We've had some fun family time, so we've enjoyed that too.
Great. I challenge you then when you're walking up to the school and you get to that last block to think about the progress your kids are making in school.
Yeah.
I feel like that might help you a little bit with having some positive emotions going up to the school and just some positive thoughts that you can.
Especially since that's what started it in the beginning. So remembering that, let them go. Definitely.
Great. How do you think today's session went?
I think it went well. I feel better about making baby steps. It feels much more manageable than showing up to career day in a month.
Yes.
So I feel like it's gone well.
Okay, good. Great. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.